Respect is not given, it's earned through actions, discipline, and integrity. In this video, we'll expose 5 terrible habits that instantly make people lose respect for you. If you find yourself constantly complaining, being inconsistent, overreacting, gossiping, or seeking validation, you might be unknowingly pushing people away. But don't worry, by recognizing and eliminating these toxic behaviors, you can regain control, command respect, and build a stronger, more confident version of yourself. Watch till the end to learn how to break free from these habits and start living with true self-respect and power. Number 1. Complaining and blaming others. The fastest way to lose respect. Nothing pushes people away faster than constant complaining and blaming. When you habitually point fingers at others or whine about your circumstances, you unknowingly send a loud message: I have no control over my life. This mindset is the opposite of what earns respect. Strong, capable individuals take responsibility for their actions and outcomes, even when things don't go their way. They don't waste time making excuses. They adapt, learn, and move forward. Imagine you're in a room with 2 types of people. One constantly gripes about how unfair life is, how their boss is terrible, the system is broken, and luck is never on their side. The other person acknowledges challenges but focuses on finding solutions. Who do you naturally respect more? The answer is obvious. People admire resilience, not victimhood. Blaming others for your problems is also a sign of weakness. It means you're unwilling to look inward and take accountability for your actions. Life is unpredictable, and sometimes things will go wrong. But instead of shifting the blame to your boss, partner, or bad luck, ask yourself, what could I have done differently? What can I do better next time? This shift in perspective is powerful. It transforms you from a passive complainer into a proactive problem solver. Moreover, constantly complaining drains not just your energy but also the people around you. Nobody enjoys the company of someone who always finds fault in everything, but never takes action to improve their situation. It's exhausting. If you want people to respect you, you need to be someone who brings solutions, not problems. The moment you stop whining and start taking responsibility, you'll notice a change, not only in how others perceive you, but also in how you feel about yourself. Stoic philosophy teaches that we cannot control everything that happens to us, but we can control how we respond. Instead of complaining about obstacles, view them as opportunities to grow stronger. Instead of blaming others, focus on what you can do. This shift doesn't just earn you respect, it gives you true power over your own life. So the next time you catch yourself about to complain, pause. Ask yourself, is this helping me grow or am I just making excuses? Winners take responsibility. Losers blame others. Which one do you want to be? Number 2, being inconsistent with your words and actions. The silent killer of respect. Nothing shatters respect faster than inconsistency. When your words and actions don't align, people quickly lose trust in you. Imagine someone who always talks about discipline but never follows through, or a leader who promises one thing but does the opposite. Over time, their credibility crumbles. Respect isn't built on what you say, it's built on what you do, consistently. People admire those who stand firm in their principles. If you constantly change your stance based on convenience, fear, or external pressure, people will see you as unreliable. Think about it. Would you respect a friend who tells you they'll be there for you but never shows up when you need them? Would you admire a boss who preaches hard work but is always the first to slack off? The moment people realize they can't depend on you, their respect starts fading. Being inconsistent also weakens your self-respect. Every time you make a commitment but don't follow through, you reinforce a habit of self-betrayal. It starts small, skipping a promise to yourself, avoiding a difficult conversation, or making excuses instead of taking action. But over time, this pattern erodes your confidence. When you don't trust yourself to follow through, why should anyone else? The strongest people are those whose actions align with their words even when no one is watching. Think of some of the most respected figures in history. They didn't earn admiration by being wishy-washy. They stood for something, even when it was difficult. Consistency breeds credibility. If you say you're going to do something, do it. If you believe in certain values, live by them, especially when it's inconvenient. That's what separates people who command respect from those who are easily dismissed. Moreover, inconsistency creates confusion. People don't know what to expect from you, which makes them hesitant to trust you. One day you're motivated and disciplined. The next, you're making excuses. One moment you're friendly and supportive. The next, you're distant and indifferent. This unpredictability makes people uncomfortable. Humans crave stability and reliability in the people they look up to. If you can't provide that, you'll never earn lasting respect. Stoicism teaches us that our actions, not our words, define who we are. A Stoic doesn't need to constantly prove their worth through talk. They let their actions speak. They practice discipline, stay true to their principles, and remain steady even when faced with adversity. This unwavering consistency is what makes them stand out. People may not always agree with you, but if you're consistent, they will respect you. So ask yourself, are your words and actions aligned? Do people know exactly what to expect from you? Or do you send mixed signals? If you want to be respected, stop making empty promises, stop saying things you don't mean, and stop acting in ways that contradict your values. Be someone whose presence commands respect, not because of what you say, but because of how you live. Number 3, lacking emotional control and overreacting, a surefire way to lose respect. Nothing reveals weakness faster than an inability to control your emotions. When you overreact, lash out, or let your feelings dictate your actions, you instantly lose the respect of those around you. People admire those who can remain calm under pressure, not those who explode at the slightest inconvenience. If you can't control your emotions, it means your emotions control you, and that's a dangerous place to be. Think about the most respected people in history or even in your own life. Are they the ones who lose their temper over small things? Are they the ones who panic, cry, or blame others whenever something goes wrong? The people we admire most are the ones who stay composed, even in the face of chaos. They don't let emotions dictate their actions. Instead, they pause, think, and respond with clarity. This is the mark of true strength. When you allow yourself to overreact, you send a message that you are unstable and unreliable. Imagine working with someone who throws a tantrum every time they face a challenge. Would you trust them in a crisis? Probably not. Emotional stability is a key trait of strong leaders and respected individuals. People need to know that you can handle pressure without crumbling. Overreacting also makes you easily manipulated. If others know that they can trigger you with just a few words, they will use your emotions against you. This is why staying calm is not just about respect, it's about power. When you master your emotions, you become untouchable. No one can push your buttons because you control yourself, not them. Stoic philosophy teaches that external events don't disturb us. Our reactions do. You can't control everything that happens in life, but you can control how you respond. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This means that no matter what someone says or does, you always have a choice. React emotionally or respond with wisdom. The latter earns you respect. The former makes you look weak. So how do you gain control over your emotions? It starts with awareness. The next time you feel anger, frustration, or sadness rising, pause. Ask yourself, will reacting emotionally help this situation, or will it make it worse? Most of the time, a calm, measured response will serve you better than an outburst. When you train yourself to stay composed, people will start to see you as a leader, someone who can handle pressure without losing control. In a world full of people who let their emotions rule them, be different. Stay calm when others panic. Stay rational when others overreact. In doing so, you'll not only earn respect, you'll gain an edge in life that few people ever achieve. Number 4, gossiping and speaking negatively about others, the fastest way to destroy your reputation. If you habitually talk behind people's backs, you're not just damaging their reputation, you're destroying your own. Gossiping may seem harmless, even entertaining, but it's one of the quickest ways to lose respect. Why? Because the moment people hear you tearing someone else down, they know one thing for sure. You will do the same to them when they're not around. Nobody respects a person who spreads negativity. The more you gossip, the more you reveal about yourself, not about the people you talk about. It shows insecurity, a lack of integrity, and a desperate need for attention. Respected individuals don't waste time discussing others' failures, mistakes, or personal lives. Instead, they focus on improving themselves, their goals, and their mindset. Think about it. When was the last time you admired someone for gossiping? You might have laughed or been entertained for a moment, but deep down, you probably saw them as petty, untrustworthy, and weak. That's because gossiping is a habit of small-minded individuals. As the saying goes, great minds discuss ideas, average minds discuss events, and small minds discuss people. Aside from damaging your reputation, gossiping also weakens your character. When you constantly focus on others' flaws, it distracts you from fixing your own. It creates a toxic mindset where you feel better by putting others down rather than elevating yourself. This is the opposite of what leads to success and self-respect. People who truly want to grow don't have time for gossip. They're too busy working on themselves. Another dangerous consequence of gossiping is the company it attracts. People who love gossip naturally surround themselves with other gossipers, forming a toxic cycle of negativity. But here's the hard truth. Gossipers rarely have real friends. Their relationships are built on mutual negativity, not genuine trust. The moment you stop providing gossip, they'll move on to the next person. If you want to be surrounded by high-value, successful people, you need to eliminate gossip from your life entirely. Stoic philosophy teaches that we should focus on what we can control, our own actions, thoughts, and choices. Talking negatively about others is pointless because it changes nothing. Instead of complaining about someone else's flaws, work on being the kind of person who inspires others through action. Build, don't destroy. If you want to command respect, be known as someone who speaks with purpose, wisdom, and integrity. When people realize you don't gossip, they will start to trust you more. They'll feel safe confiding in you, knowing that their words won't be twisted or spread. This is how strong relationships are built, on respect, not rumors. The next time you feel the urge to gossip, stop and ask yourself, is this conversation adding value to my life? Is it making me a better person? If the answer is no, walk away. You'll be amazed at how much respect you gain when you refuse to engage in negativity. Number 5. Seeking validation and approval constantly, the ultimate sign of weakness. If you constantly seek validation and approval from others, you are unknowingly giving away your power. People respect those who stand firm in their beliefs, decisions, and self-worth, not those who crave external approval to feel valuable. When you rely on others to define your worth, you become easy to manipulate, easy to control, and ultimately, easy to disrespect. Think about the most admired individuals in history, great leaders, philosophers, and innovators. Did they seek approval from the crowd before making bold moves? Did they hesitate to act because they feared judgment? They stood by their values, embraced their individuality, and refused to let outside opinions dictate their self-worth. Respected people understand that true confidence comes from within, not from the approval of others. The problem with seeking validation is that it turns you into a people pleaser. You say yes when you should say no, you change your opinions to fit in, and worst of all, you betray your authentic self just to gain acceptance. But here's the hard truth. No matter how hard you try, you will never please everyone. The more you chase approval, the more you weaken yourself, and the more people start to see you as someone who lacks identity, conviction, and strength. Another consequence of validation seeking is dependence. When you constantly need praise and reassurance, you become emotionally reliant on others. If someone compliments you, you feel good. If they criticize you, you feel worthless. This roller coaster of self-esteem is exhausting and places your happiness in the hands of people who may not even care about you. Those who command respect do not live for applause. They live by their principles, regardless of who approves. Social media has made validation seeking worse than ever. People measure their worth by likes, comments, and followers, forgetting that none of these things truly matter. A person with millions of followers can still feel empty inside, while someone with no online presence can be living a deeply fulfilling, meaningful life. Validation from others is fleeting, but self-respect is permanent. Stoic philosophy teaches us to detach from external opinions and focus on our own values and actions. Marcus Aurelius wisely said, "It never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinions than our own." This is a trap. When you care too much about what others think, you lose control over your own life. So how do you break free? Stop asking for permission to be yourself. Make decisions based on what aligns with your values, not what will get you the most approval. Set goals and pursue them, whether or not anyone claps for you. When you stop chasing validation, something amazing happens. People start respecting you more. Because true confidence is magnetic, and nothing commands respect like someone who knows their worth without needing the world to confirm it. Share your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button, subscribe for more wisdom, and turn on notifications so you don't miss future videos. Stay wise, stay focused, and remember, sometimes the greatest strength is in what you keep to yourself.